Hello, I am, as always, the great wizard style, still GMing this descent into madness and potentially jail. We've hopefully all seen what Citral did last session. But anyway, welcome back to Blades in the Dark. And today we might go on the crew's first major score. Anyway, I'm going to hand it off to Taylor or 𝔗𝔏sᴢ.
I'm Taylor, aka Spunky Taylor, and I'll be playing the spider Wilma, she, her pronouns. Pass that along to Cosmic.
Hi, my name is Cosmic. I will be playing Annalise, the Warweather Hound, and I am going to pass off to Keon.
Hello, I am Keon. I will be playing Andre, a whisper bound to duty and horror. And I will be passing it off to Sean.
Hey everyone, I'm Sean, he, him, and I'll be playing our lovable but idiotic slide, 𝔤𝔤, also he, him.
Speaking of the lovable but idiotic slide, when we last saw Citral, he was going to a balcony to discuss the details of an arranged marriage with Madeline Mallory. Would be the spouse. The person you discussed with was her father. While you were on the balcony and there was a nice clock ticking down, two of your gang members, one of them might object to being called so, but it is what it is really, were robbing the place blind. At some point, you returned from the balcony.
Mm-hmm.
What happened?
Well, I think when we were up there, it was primarily trying to attest to the fact that my reputation is perfectly clean. I have no issues that I would do, and that the marriage between myself and Mallory would not only be of a benefit to the families, but a benefit to us both as humans that just need to spend time together. But as we don't know each other too well, would definitely be asking for permission to maybe have an engagement season, spend a couple of weeks getting to know each other before officially locking anything in case we don't gel as well as we did in our first interaction.
Mm-hmm. Okay. And as you returned from the balcony, now the office wasn't entirely ransacked. I'm going to give you the benefit of the doubt in that I'll say, like, the damage that was done wasn't fully visible. Like, Lee didn't fully rip out the portrait of Mr. Mallory's dog that the safe was behind.
Mm-hmm.
But there were still some potential signs. I'm going to ask you to make a fortune roll.
Oh, these were going so well last time.
Yeah.
Okay. Four and
All
above.
right.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, you even rolled 0 dice. I would have said it's 1 die, but hey.
Oh. Oops.
Both were mixed successes. Yeah. There wasn't any fully visible damage.
Mm-hmm.
So you can easily talk your way out of this, but you certainly saw the signs of Wellmer's and Lee's work.
Mm-hmm.
And you needed to talk fast, think fast. I don't know if that is much of a thing for Citral. You let a detail slip while you were just fast talking your way out of this. What was it?
Oh, well, I think the detail would be something to the lines of, "Oh, no one could be nearly as destructive. Even Lee would never." And but hold on,
Oh
that
no,
for
I
a
mean
moment.
the damage wasn't visible. But
Oh, so then just a thing.
yeah,
I've already given so much about myself. What's in the
yeah.
detail? Would probably. I'm imagining there's some other obsidian thing in the room. Could do a little bit of like a. Oh, I've seen those around a lot. They tend to. I have a lot of interest as they seem to be talking with my family a little bit and tie that obsidian in the room to the obsidian I'm trying to study around the city.
Yeah. Mr. Mallory looked like he was caught a little bit. Well, these are just knickknacks. Some people say there's something occult about them, but
Well,
there's certainly nothing like that.
occult or not, they surely are beautiful.
Mm-hmm. Meanwhile, you're just there with your clearly demonic heritage and
Glowing softly the same
Yeah, yeah.
that would be on
Just
the orb.
glowing in the evening light. Yeah.
Yeah. Beautiful.
Yeah. Anyway, you got out. The theft would be discovered at some point, and you're certainly implicated, but probably not the only suspects. There were a lot of people around. Now, as we return to Duskwall today, we're starting at the harbor, where currently a few carts full of letters are loaded onto a ship, 𝔗𝔏sᴢ bound. It's going to be a few days, even over a week. 𝔗𝔏sᴢ is very far away until it arrives. Luckily for you, 𝔗𝔏sᴢ is also not part of the railway network that was recently built. It is simply too far away. But eventually, and once I have time to add it, you will see an 8-segment clock show up in your character sheet. After 8 days, your family is going to receive a letter inquiring about the uprising that you're supposedly trying to quell with 40 rifles from the war.
It happens.
And a few other things about your personal details, your eligibility and such. And yeah, after another 8 days, an answer will arrive in Duskwall. So you have a bit of a lease on life here. But something is going to happen sooner or later. Something is coming for Citral. But until that happens, you can enjoy your time with your beloved Madeline.
As always.
Yeah. Meanwhile, when Welma and Lee returned, and also Rena, who might have been out a bit earlier, they would have seen Andre sitting up, a bit shaky perhaps, in their bed. Candles all around you. Now, when you performed your ritual with these candles, what is the usual significance of that?
Typically for Andre, the candles signify your connection with the spirits. And it's kind of like they're light towards you. They normally do not harm the user, though.
No, what harmed you are probably the ghosts in the walls that Rena spoke about. In fact, when you were out, there isn't much you remember. Mainly you remember that it was cold, like a starless night. You remember, however, that something called you back, something that you can easily link to Astarte. What would that be?
If it was originally very cold, Andre felt her warmth. And it started slowly at the toes and then slowly moved up his body where he was actually able to get out of it.
Mm-hmm. Is that a gentle warmth or is it not?
This particular warmth, she's probably pissed because how dare you fall into this? So it was probably a roiling heat.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. there wasn't much gentleness then. It was just, you heard Astarte's voice just call you, child. You are still needed. Return to the light. And as her flame quite literally lit up whatever dream or ghostly world you were in, I would like you to roll an attune check.
I already don't like this.
No, you get XP for this because it's desperate.
Oh, it's desperate?
Uh-huh.
Okay. Are we looking at standard effect? Do I get a modifier here?
You get a standard effect.
Okay.
Wonderful, yeah.
A serious complication. Great. That's great for you.
Mm-hmm. A serious complication, yeah. So, as it lights up, you see that you are essentially floating in space, or at least it looks like that. But then the light of Astarte reveals the ground beneath you. There is something there. There are contours of something, and then you see shapes appear. And the one thing that you remember as you wake up is a woman standing in the distance. A woman that looks very similar, strikingly so, to the statue of the Night Queen that you've seen before. And as you wake up, you are shivering for a moment. As you look to the side, you see, strangely enough, your shadow also shivering for a moment as it splits in half. And half of it disappears. And it looks like potentially something has come with you from where you have just been. Or you have lost something. Who knows? Figuring that out might be a project for downtime at some point. But anyway, that technically happened last session, so you can mark you can mark your XP now. You get your 1 point of XP for a desperate roll.
Great. It's fine. It's fine. Just go ahead and give me another one while you're at it. It's okay.
All right. No. This is how Welma and Lee and Rena, and in the end also Citral, when he's done discussing marriage proposals, find you.
What happened?
Can I say,
don't everybody
Welma
speak
and
at
Lee are
once?
on the scene, yeah.
Yeah, I was like, you're there, right?
Welma and Lee definitely are there. Yeah.
Unless like rise and shine. We'll just over on. Thought we lost you there.
What happened? The only thing I remember is I was talking to Rena, and next thing I know, I was cold.
I'm gonna be honest, I have no idea how your rituals work, but it looks like your rituals went bad.
That wasn't one of my rituals. That was something else.
Do I need to buy more sage or something?
Honey, sage is not going to help us here. 𝔗𝔥� doesn't have enough sage to get rid of that.
So there's something loose in the business right now? There's something loose in here that I need to worry about?
I wouldn't say in the business, but I would say something within 𝔗𝔥� is loose, I guess is the best word.
Wilma just like kind of pauses, just like kind of like taking a breather and just like we need the ectoplasm. She kind of like says in her head, like, but like, and she's like, so how do we deal with this? Because I don't want this to make customers run away.
Oh, it's not here anymore.
Okay.
It's not a just us problem. It's a city issue now.
So do we need to take care of that, or is that something that we put like on the low part of the checklist right now, or what do we need to do?
He like rubs his temples because everything is still very loud. I need a blanket. I'm still cold.
You need to figure out what the fuck you did.
Good morning to you too, Lee.
I mean, I'm sorry. Am I not supposed to address your problem?
Hey.
In spare time, Lee is correct on this matter, though.
I know.
But Wilma does give Andre a blanket to help them.
So he like puts the blanket on him and starts to get up. Well, seeing that we must address this problem now.
The one that you made, yes.
I didn't make this problem. This problem found me.
I don't know. You were the only one here. I didn't do anything. Wilma didn't do anything. No, the other two idiots here didn't do anything.
In the end, pointing the blame right now doesn't help anything right now. Right now, I want to make sure that we get customers, we get ectoplasm in this business and stuff, or we losing money. It's like
right.
And with that, we're moving on to first leveling up the crew, which is something that we haven't done on camera so far, and then figuring out what you do next. But now, if you open your crew sheet, there are a few things we can go through now. Do you want to start with the good part or the possibly not so good part?
Get the bad part out of the way?
Let's get the bad part out of the way.
Okay, let's go.
To help balance the good part.
We're starting with the payoff and fallout from your last score. And I feel like the fallout is, in this case, eclipsing the payoff a little bit. But we're starting with what you gained in terms of reputation. You get 2 reputation as base, +1 per each tier that your target is higher than you, which in this case is 3. So we're going to put you all the way up to 10 reputation, which means after today's session, you're very, very certain, in fact, it's nearly guaranteed that you will advance in tier and become more of a force in the criminal underworld. Good for you, but we'll get into that and what that means when we get there. There are other things that are going to come up that happened here that will also go up. Anyway, you also gain coin. I'm going to give you options here. Now, when you see Lilith next, we're going to brush right past that. Andre wasn't here for Lilith. Lilith is a very suave merchant of the Hive who contacted you, or you were referred to actually by, I think, Wilma's sister, to help her frame an old business partner who cut her out of some deals. And in the end, you found material linking him to industrial espionage. That would have been Mr. Mallory, that 𝔗𝔤 is trying to marry the daughter of. It's a little bit of a tangled web that was woven last session. Anyway, what you found were first things implicating Mallory himself and a few associates, but also that he had help from the Wraiths, another criminal gang that you poached your burlesque dancers from. That means you're at -2 rep. If you further incriminate them now, you're going to -3 and you're starting a little bit of a gang war, which can be very fun, but is going to impact what you can do. I'm going to say if you start the gang war, I'm giving you 8 coin. I'm going to well, start a war for you. There are going to be a lot more desperate rolls. It also means your downtime is going to be cut short. But mainly you get more coin for the score. If you don't implicate them, it's a standard score. That means you get 6 coin. Now, a war can also be an opportunity, but what's your decision here?
Fearless leader, you got anything?
Obviously.
I was knocked out last time, so I ain't got shit to say.
Well,
It's all you, buddy.
You're part of this. We're all a team here. We're family.
I think it might be a little bad if I implicate my potential future father-in-law further in crime.
Yeah.
Father-in-law.
I said potential future. We'll get to it.
Yeah, a potential future. There, everyone's
Okay.
married.
Okay.
yeah, so first of all, like the 6 coin that you get, that's essentially you resuming operations with the help of Lilith, who's going to set up your lab space and so on a bit better. The extra 2 coins would be like a little sprinkle for you to reward you for more information. But your choice. I will also say that if you target the Dimmer sisters, which has been floated as an idea with your next score, that is also going to start a war, and 2 wars at once is a terrible idea.
2 wars is kind of crazy. I'd rather start the war with the Dimmer sisters.
Okay. Yeah, I don't like them Dimmer sisters either. So if we want to start the war there, that's fine.
Take down the spooky nuns.
Yeah, because we want to get more ectoplasm, and the best way to get it is by them.
And I feel like they can also answer what I have going on.
Yeah.
Hags.
There's something else we come to in a bit with the coin, but heat is the next item on the list. Heat is also on your character sheet. If you fill up the heat track, which has 10 segments. Oh no, it's just 9 segments. Interesting. You get a wanted level, which will impact your entanglements after scores and a few other things. The more you want it, the more things will just happen after each score, up to and including somebody coming to arrest you. For now, here's how I feel this. Like, feel free to argue with me. There are 4 kind of tiers of heat. 0 heat would be smooth and quiet, low exposure. It's not that. You were right in front of everybody's faces when you kind of, you were seen going upstairs with Mallory and all of you really that were there except Andre, who was passed out. It's also not contained or standard exposure, I think. The upper tiers of heat are loud and chaotic, high exposure, or 6 heat for wild, devastating exposure. Now, wild and devastating exposure for a social score would essentially be you just causing multiple scenes at a big event or something like that. It's not that. I would make the case for loud and chaotic, just because you gave out your names. You
may
all
have
kind of
Give them a full
directly.
legal name with a photo license and an
Yeah,
address.
exactly. Yeah. If I let you convince me that it was actually standard exposure because there were a lot of other guests or something like that, but you'll have to make the case for that if you want to. For me, it's 4 heat, loud and chaotic, specifically chaotic.
I don't think I have any way of arguing against that.
All right, if there are no protests, then for other things that happened, you get +1 heat for targeting a high-profile, well-connected target. Rich industrialist, as it were. There were also 2 extra heat, I think, from complications. That would actually bring you up to the full bar here, like the entire thing would fill up. But you have friends in high places. So with your connections, that actually subtracts a point of heat again. As the hive or the magistrate that you're friends with, somebody else. Maybe even Lord Hennessy calms things down a bit for you. So you are very close to our wanted level. You can lower heat during downtime now, but that's where you're at. And we're going to roll for entanglements. I need somebody to just roll 0 dice for entanglements right now. I'm going to say 𝔗𝔢 should roll because 𝔗𝔢 has caused them.
Honestly, fair. Yeah, that makes
So
sense.
fair.
0 dice, entanglement,
Yeah.
roll.
All right. Yeah. Very nice. We'll get to that. Soon. Anyway, now for the good part for you. Crew XP, as you see, that's also essentially similar to the special ability upgrade track for characters. On the crew sheet for the silver tongues, there is crew XP. When it fills up, you get a new ability. At the end of each session, you mark XP similar to a single character. The crew is essentially its own character. So, did you acquire product supply, execute clandestine covert sales, or secure new territory?
Got the teens to come to the bar.
Yeah.
No.
You get the teens to come to the bar.
They already did that. I'm surprised that's what you went for, because I see 2, almost 3 very easy options for you to get XP there.
Would counting Wilma's sister giving
Yeah.
us and
Yeah,
getting the
this-
stuff through the hive?
So the things that I
Like
thought
love.
of were, first of you had the entire score, which was the aim was to get the hive to help you set things up.
Oh yeah, the hive.
Yeah. Second would be that you went to 𝔗𝔏 and got her staff for a bit. And then third, you got something from Wilma's sister. A little bit of ectoplasm to tide you over. So I would say 2 XP there. Contend with challenges above your current station.
leaving the house without Andre.
Yes.
No.
Fighting ghosts. Fighting for our lives with these ghosts.
Listen, 100%. There's a ghost running rampant in the city now. That's far above our station.
Is that a ghost?
Whatever it is. Angel, demon, ghost. Peter Pan.
Peter Pan.
I mean, you definitely contended with off-duty blue coats being guard there, so that's 1 XP. I'm not sure I would give you the next one. Because you didn't contend yet. You just it just happened.
Magic.
Yeah. I mean, feel free to contend, but
I mean, also, if we want to put it, Wilma and Rena had to deal with my aftermath and
Yeah.
doing that because they don't know a thing about that.
Yeah, Wilma got code. That's a struggle.
They don't know.
you know what? I'll give you the XP. I'll also advance the Angels Are Watching clock by 1, though. If you
That's a
say
fair
you
trade-off.
contended, then hey, you contended. That's going up.
Oh. My God. One
Fair.
Well,
That puts
Yeah.
you at. So we're starting the XP track at 1 again. But you have an ability to pick when this is over. Did
yay.
you bolster your crew's reputation or develop a new one?
I feel like we bolstered it with the hive and knowing we're reliable.
No, your crew reputation is specifically something like strange or
Oh yes.
daring, subtle.
We
I'm
broke
gonna
a
say it's
safe.
not that. Who just deleted all the rep? Okay, no, that was just Foundry being stupid.
Our career. At the party, we broke that safe. That developed some reputation about us.
As strange.
It's strange. Did that make that? Did that ruin our presentation? They knew it was
You
us?
didn't. I wouldn't say you bolstered or
Okay.
expanded it in any way. Did you express the goals or conflicts or essential nature of the crew? I would say definitely 1 for acting like a family when you cared for Andre.
Mhm.
Everything else you would need to convince me that there was more going on.
We expressed the goal that we needed more ectoplasma.
I mean, that's just
That is a goal that we did as a crew.
That's a goal, but that's not the essence of your crew is not we need
They-
more supplies. That's just a temporary
That-
issue you had.
They
That's
really
in
acted
there.
as a family once Atrell left Madeline alone with the 3 of them, and they started being like, "Oh, he's so great! Look at him!" Like that was some real family nonsense.
Yeah. Now not since Trell's getting married.
Maybe we'll see.
Ah, it's a whole wedding
Yeah.
finale.
It's the engagement season. We're fine. We have at least 16 days.
Interesting.
You know what? I'll count it. It's fine.
Yay.
Okay, so you get a crew ability. Options you have would be, I mean, you're called the Silver Tongues. There is a Silver Tongues ability. You've been doing a lot of Silver Tongues related things. There's also an ability called Ghost Market, which is that you sell things to ghosts. I'm not sure how that would work, but hey,
We're having a hard enough time finding them to steal their blood.
yeah.
Oh, That's like serving chicken to chickens.
I'd be happy with the Silver Tongues. Live up to our reputation, whatever it may be.
Live up to our name.
Mhm.
Silver Tongues.
Yeah, that never helped us out.
All right. Yeah, which means each PC may add +1 action rating to command, consort, or sway right now.
Oh, yay.
Uh-huh.
Wilma, are you planning to consort? Should I go sway?
You can get up to a rating of 3, but none of you are there yet, so.
Right.
Do we pick between consort and sway?
Because I've got 2 in both, so if you want to take one, I can take the other.
Yeah, I'll take consort because I have nothing in sway.
I'll take sway then.
I'm gonna go ahead and pop mine in command.
Oh Christ, I need to do shit. I'm terrible at speaking, Jesus.
A lot of options to pick from here.
You speak with your hands. These
I
hands are
do.
rated E for everyone.
Body language is 70% of human communication, and yours is top tier.
Yeah.
It's mine just speaks. I'm violent and shouldn't be on the streets right now.
Nah, always for the streets.
I guess I'll do command. Does that work? I guess.
Mhm.
Yeah,
Okay.
do it.
Mhm.
Do it.
Do it.
I'm just putting this in my sheet, right? I just want to hurt people. Is that too much to ask?
No, it's okay.
I say as someone that went to the Pentagon FBI building a few times. I just want to hurt people. Is that
I just wanna
too
hurt
much?
people.
I just want to fucking hurt people. Jesus fucking Christ.
Yeah, we're about to start a whole gang roller. What we got?
So, if you've all picked your ability, now it's time for downtime activities. You can try to acquire an asset for your next score, which we can put that for later when you actually know what the score is. You can start a long-term project, like finding out what might have happened to your shadow. You can recover if you're hurt. Or you can reduce heat, train, so mark an XP on whatever you want, or indulge your vices.
Do we get 2 actions or am
You
I
get
just
2 actions. You can also spend coin to do more. In your case, I'm gonna say you could spend coin to acquire a physician and then roll to actually heal.
Yeah, sure, I'll do that. The
Okay.
injury is gonna make it a bit harder for me.
Yeah. So you could spend 2 coin for a better physician, and then
Question, don't I know a sentinel?
yeah. Oh, you mean that should give you some bonus there? Oh.
I don't know, maybe.
Uh,
No, I don't know.
it's-
No,
we
okay,
can
I'll
say it
pay.
does. I just
Oh, okay, sure. Sure, I'll do that.
Okay, yeah. So downtime activities. Acquire an asset. Means you acquire a service. You roll to you roll the cruise tier, which right now is 0, to determine the quality. But you can spend coin to get a better one.
Wait, pause. What am I rolling again?
You essentially roll. There's acquire an asset. So I'll just roll here. So if you spend a coin, I mean, you can also roll. It's under the regular dice rolling window in Foundry, and then there's an acquire an asset option.
Oh, it's acquire asset.
Yeah.
Okay. Number of dice again?
Your tier 0.
Okay. And like I'm factoring in stress.
What?
Like it says like stress and then crew tier here.
Stress refers to indulge vice.
Oh, okay, never mind.
Yeah, you can just click it and roll.
Oh, okay.
Well, you get tier 0. You don't get not a number. I don't know what Foundry did there.
Going on.
But yeah, you can spend 2 coin to get a slightly better physician who is going to actually roll dice to heal you.
Is that fine with everyone? Can I go to the doctor? Do we not have health care?
No, you can go to the doctor. Please heal.
Okay, and
Before
in the
everybody
future,
works.
if you find this slightly better physician, then if you try to acquire their services again, you're gonna get an extra die on the roll. We're just gonna make a note of that. But for now, if you want to spend your downtime actions to heal, that's going to just be a 1 die roll.
Okay.
So you can just roll a 1 die fortune roll or something. Yeah. So that means you fill 2 segments on your healing clock, which is 4, on your character sheet. Which, let me just put the picture of that in the chat. Or not. So there's this icon of the 2 blood drops. There's a healing clock with 4 segments that you can fill up now. I've already done it.
Okay.
And if you want to spend coin again, you can roll another healing roll.
Nah.
Which would heal you of your actual injury if it fills up.
Yeah, but we still need money, so I only have
That's
partial.
what you need. No, that's kind of what you need money for, is these things.
Oh, okay.
You don't really need a lot of money for anything outside of this. Like, money is very abstract otherwise.
Oh, okay. Cool. I'll if that's fine, I'll just do that again. So I'm rolling like fortune again or something.
Yep.
Still 1 die.
Yes. And you're healed.
Yay.
Yeah, you no longer have a wrist injury. That's downtime for you, I guess. Is you just get healed after crowbarring open a strongbox / save. What is Citrell doing?
Well, Citrell, feeling a little responsible for some things, is going to try and reduce heat at the start. I think he's going to just go around town and talk about how lovely we all are and try and sway the world into not believing these slanderous lies being said about the silver tongues or anything about the lumens.
Okay. That's going to be consort? Sway?
I'd
I
like
don't
to
know,
sway
you
people.
say.
I imagine it's trying to influence them and charm them more than trying to be directly outward about it.
Yeah.
So I just roll regular sway, not anywhere else.
You roll whatever you want. As long as you can justify it to me, you can roll
I just meant
whatever.
like I can click on sway and not go into the dice.
Oh no, yeah, you can
Okay.
just roll. Yeah, it's just an action roll, yeah.
A 6.
All right, yeah, that is going to reduce heat by 3.
Nice. See everyone? I can smooth talk just as well as I can get us into it. I can get us right back out.
Zachel's so pretty.
Zachel's is so pretty. Thank you.
Just beautiful face, head full of glitter and rocks.
And then for my second, I think I would just like to train. I think I want to, seeing that the statue that called to me seemed to have also been an appearance in my good friend's thing, I would like to just kind of try and look around the basement and see if I can find anything obsidian constellation related in the basement that may have attacked my dearest friend Andre.
Off the luminous, all right.
So just 1 point in resolve then.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
So you're looking for specifically obsidian in the luminous.
Obsidian or like any constellations etched anywhere, maybe like a floor piece or something isn't exactly what we all had never noticed. Trying to see if I can find any of that like black slate in the basement here.
You can give me a study roll. Or something else that you would like to roll. It sounds like study to me, but...
Study would be amazing. I would love to study. I got a 3.
The building is very old.
Well, Andre, you got an old building down here.
Which
so pretty.
That is actually information.
Gorgeous.
A lot of stuff in 𝔗𝔥🖏, I mean, 𝔗𝔥🖏 is constantly under construction, and especially night market. You're in an old building.
Okay.
That's it.
Cool.
This one. He was so pretty.
Building old.
What's Velma doing?
What gave it away, the cobwebs or the foundation?
It just feels old.
Hey, he just pats your cheek.
What's Velma doing?
As I feel like Uma will train in her, I think like in her resolve to like, you know, to better connecting and talking to people with that. And I think also will be like trying to get more information about ectoplasma and like for like in the sisters and try to do research on that.
Yeah, gather information is not necessarily
not here.
Is not downtime activity, but you can. If there's something that's not obvious in terms of information, like the origin of the sisters or something, how long they have been around for, what their scope of activities has been historically, or something that's a longer term research project, instead of just asking people on the street, we can make a clock. You can say what the question is that you're trying to answer. I'm going to say how many segments I think that should be on the clock, and then you roll.
I think it'd just be like, how did the sister get their connection to the ghost so easily? Something like that.
All right, yeah.
And then what do I roll?
I'm going to say that is going to be a 6-segment clock for downtime, and you can roll... yeah, how do you try to get information? There are very many ways you can get information.
Like sure, definitely like consort, like talking to friends and contacts.
Right.
That
So
would be the
academic
biggest thing.
contacts or
Yeah.
okay, yeah. Sure.
It's like it would be controlled, right? Like, I don't think anything.
I think that's for you if you have trusted contacts in the academic world, so whatever consequences you face aren't going to be too severe, so it's controlled for you.
And the effect standard.
Yeah. I think it's not really your field of study necessarily, so I'm not going to give you increased effect here, but regular effect, sure. Ooh, all right, yeah. There's just a minor setback here, which is that I mean, you get information. You get a few ancient books even. You're pulling a few strings. Studying them will have to wait until later. But you do get them. I'm mainly saying this will wait until later because I don't have anything prepared, and also we want to get into a score today. But they exist now. However, your line of questioning makes your contacts a bit uncomfortable and you can't use them again for this clock. But you are filling 2 segments of the 6-segment clock, which I will add to your character sheet shortly. Now, we're getting to Andre. What is Andre's time? What does Andre's downtime look like?
So as everybody has went in their different ways, Andre's sort of still confused about what happened and how all of this has gone down. So he goes, shuts the door, and locks it.
Yeah, don't let help in if something goes wrong again.
Yeah, no. This is one of those things. If I'm going down by myself.
Okay.
So he is going to train. And since my friends were so lovely to already light the candles, he's going to pull out one last candle and light it himself. And with this, he is more or less contacting Astarte and trying to get questions out of her.
So that's resolve training, and does it also count as something else? I
just want it to be training. However, if I do this training, I will get a plus into something, and then my special abilities level up. Soul.
Okay. Wait, no, I mean you train. You're training your playbook track now. Okay.
Yeah.
Your whisper ability is not resolved. That's what. I see. Yeah.
And if I do this, I'm stuck between picking up occultist or ritual. Ritual is only good for downtime, though, it seems. But I don't know if Astarte has.
I'll say it right now, like ancient power. So occultist says, you know the secret ways to consort with ancient powers, forgotten gods, or demons.
I like that one a lot.
You're dealing with 2 out of 3 here. You're not necessarily dealing with demons right now, but the rest is there.
So that's why I'm looking at occultist. So I'll go ahead and take occultist, and in this instance, Father, please let the dice be in my favor. Andre starts. That's the only thing I'm doing for my downtime, by the way. So Andre starts to consort and speak with Astarte, but I think it gets intercepted.
Intercepted.
This clock that's ticking.
Mm-hmm.
I want to talk to the angels themselves. If they're watching, they better get to talking.
I have no idea what we're doing. Hey, what's your vice?
I just want answers. I just want answers. I just want answers. That's all.
Your vice is still gambling, right?
It is.
So it's not. I mean, you're gambling with your life, but that
doesn't
really count.
Yep. This is the fucking we ball of Andre. He's like, I just got $10.
What's the end goal? What's the end goal of talking to them?
I think this end goal is figuring out their motive.
We're gonna have an 8-segment clock.
Oh God, it's fine.
It's just going to. What do the angels want? That's a workshop title. We'll make it better. We'll make it better.
We'll talk about it later.
The desires of the angels. Well, it's something, you know.
Yeah, the angels just. Ooh, that's actually a really nice name. I'm still in that personally.
Okay, cool. I'm calling it that.
Angels' desires.
Roll whatever you want to roll. I would argue for a tune, but. It's desperate, by the way. I'm not sure if I need to mention that, but it's fucking desperate.
Yeah.
And it's limited effect for now, but I'm gonna give you, like, as we get into this, the effect is going to increase. It's also partially limited effect because I have no fucking idea what I'm gonna do with this.
I'm so sorry. I didn't mean to break you. I'm sorry. I am going to go with consort because I just picked that up.
Oh yeah. You can also increase the effect with whatever you want, but
explain.
I mean,
you might get me to take a devil's bargain today. We'll figure it out.
Some last time, they did not go great for us long term.
Oh, devil!
I wasn't here.
A devil's bargain all in itself. No, I mean, it's an extra die would be for a devil's bargain. The devil's bargain I can offer you is, yes, I mean, you can talk to them, but you will open up a permanent line of communication.
Permanent line of communication?
Oh,
that's a lot. I already got a couple people living up here. I don't need no more.
But you can also push yourself, and then get a little bit of extra, get extra effect.
Can I do both?
Devil's bargain and pushing yourself?
I'm in a desperate situation here.
Yeah. Pushing yourself is 2 stress.
I'll be at 4. It's fine.
If you say so, yeah. Okay, yeah. You would be at an extra die and extra level of effect. So it would go up to standard effect, and however many dice you're rolling.
All right. This was supposed to be a simple downtime activity. I'm so sorry, guys.
No, I was saying like we should keep downtime shorter this time, but you're giving me a lot to work with.
My bad.
So
I'm so sorry. All right. So if I'm taking the 2 stress, that's 1 additional die.
It's 1 level 2 effect or an extra die. The extra die pushing yourself is extra die to the roll or extra level of effect.
Okay.
Devil's Bargain is an extra die to the roll.
Okay. Yeah, I'm taking both. Um,
All right.
Hold on.
I mean, you're fishing for a crit at that point, I think, with 4 dice.
All right,
so
cool. All right, I just needed to hold something.
you might avoid additional complications here by rolling 4 dice. It might work out for you. If it doesn't, well, funny, but
Oh, hold on. That's the thing. So if I take the extra die, I'm so sorry, chat. So shut up,
Sean, we will not imagine for once.
The Zoom chat is private. They don't need to know.
Chat is private.
I'm so sorry. You're right.
Don't
I
look
just hear
over
the
here.
voice of Chatrell like, do it. All right. Oh God, please, I beg. All right, so I'm looking at 1 extra die. The position is still desperate, and the effect would be standard.
Yeah.
Okay. What would be the difference between a standard and a limited effect? Just so I can know for my benefit.
So you have an 8-segment clock to tick. A success on unlimited effect is 1 tick. Standard is 2 ticks. A critical would be 2 and 3 ticks. So
Yeah, all right.
essentially, it's an extra tick on the clock.
Yeah, all right. I'll just take the die then. I won't worry about the tick.
I mean, you are trying to fill the clock eventually, but
Yeah, I'll get there. But
the stress will also, yeah. So are you going to
Again.
take the die from pushing yourself or a devil's bargain?
both.
You're trying to roll 5 dice?
No, it would only be Oh, I forgot. Forgot my consort is decent. I forgot. All right. Fuck it, we ball.
Okay. Wait, what is your consort actually? Is it 2 or 3?
It's 2. It's just 2.
Okay, you have 2. I thought you had 3.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's fine.
Okay, so you got the extra die.
Yeah.
Limited effect, or
It was
said
standard. I
so...
just did the 1 die. 1 die for that and 1 die for the to increase the effect.
All right.
So, thank God.
You succeed. You do it. You don't get a critical.
However, with this 2 stress, as Andre is doing his ritual, and it feels like things are being intercepted. His nose starts to bleed.
Mm-hmm. And what I would like to add to that is, it's starting to bleed. It's you're under strain. You also have to you lit a last special candle for this, right?
Mm-hmm.
You have to fight to keep the fire going. Yeah. I don't know what fighting in this sense looks like or feels like to Andre, but you know that something is trying to kill this flame.
It's like mental tug of war. So it's like if anybody were to walk in, thank God I locked the door, they would see like the veins on his temples like flaring, and his eyes are like becoming like very tired and strained.
Mm-hmm. It is mental tug of war. Absolutely. And you don't get to ask any real questions, perhaps, during this, but you hear things. Things like, stop struggling. Things like, we are returning. Things like, we are still in the shadows. Things like, we are between day and night. The twilight will pass, and there will only be the night. Also things like, this city will be the throne of the queen.
so he doesn't say anything back, but through the line, what they feel is like when you are playing tug of war and you're about to lose, where it's like you feel like that last powerful tug where it's like the other team is definitely winning, and to the Angels, Andre is winning. So it's just him saying, you can try, but we will win.
And there is some sense of frustration. You're realizing that you're dealing with something ancient. I mean, you know that rationally, but you realize it as you do this. Because they're so ancient, that kind of means to you, they have failed for a long time.
This isn't the first time you've tried, and you haven't succeeded yet.
We have time. We passed over 1,000 years ago. You cannot delay us forever.
My people have done it for so long. I won't be the last.
But you will be the first to see us come through the gate again.
And if I'm the first to see you, you will be the first to see me. And trust me, I won't be alone.
The connection is severed. For now. Like I said, you opened a permanent line. They're gonna be back.
Let's go. So yeah, he wipes the blood from his nose, coughs a little bit. The cough was a paid actor, and walks to leave the basement because his head is a little foggy now. And if I could just roll some bones to try and get rid of some stress, I'd be okay with that. But if not,
you need to spend coin for that.
Cool.
But yeah, that's your third activity, I think. So that
I'm good.
You spend
it's
money
fine.
for it. I mean, you can. That's what money is for in this game.
Sure, I don't care. I just
if nobody in the crew protests, then you can do it.
You've been having a rough week. Take what you need.
Yeah.
Yeah, thanks. Also, things are going to be a lot easier soon.
I like easy.
Whew. So yeah, that's it. That's all.
Okay.
It's fine.
Yeah, just roll for your vice then.
Okay. On the sheet, where does one roll for that? Oh, never mind.
It's indulge vice for
yeah. Got it.
You should be at 4 stress.
I am at 4 stress.
Yeah.
What are the how many dice do I roll? Just none, or
you roll dice according to. Let me look it up. Honestly.
Sorry.
I'm not sure if you need to enter anything there, but usually it should
just
be
sure.
just a die. Oh no, it's your lowest attribute rating, right? That's what it was.
Lowest
which we
attribute
saw
rating?
with 𝔤𝔰. Your attribute rating is essentially resolve, insight, stuff like that.
Oh, my lowest one. Oh, so it's prowess then.
All right.
Well, that's fuck me.
Okay. Okay, you clear a stress, I guess.
It's enough.
Good
it's enough.
for you. Yeah.
4 is when the
Might
things
keep
start
you
getting
going.
shaky.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, you also don't overindulge, so everything is good.
All right. It's fine. Things are going to be okay. And he walks back into the luminous
Well,
after playing craps.
yeah. In the luminous, it's time to decide what comes next. You have a few targets. You still need to get a steady supply of ectoplasm. Where do we go? There's the house of the Dimmer Sisters, the legendary, very much haunted house of the Dimmer Sisters. There's potentially also the Leviathan Hunter, the massive steel ship, which is a very juicy target and very well guarded, very much above your station, but it's there.
I think as when we like gather everyone around to our meeting, she's just smoking her pipe for right now, and she's like, I've been doing a lot of studying on the Dimmer Sisters. You all right over there, Andre?
Yeah, I'm fine. You say you've been looking into the Dimmer Sisters?
Yes. And we just can't have another ritual mishap. Andre, we had to close for a day, and we lost a lot of potential customers. So we need all of us to need to contribute on how we can create ectoplasm and stuff, just in case you need to take a break. And I think the Dimmer Sisters, if we go in, figure out how they do this whole get more ghosts and stuff, and we create our own supply of ectoplasm, I think we'd be set for life.
So are we trying to be friends with the Dimmer Sisters
No.
now? Okay.
We have enough friends. Yeah, we have enough friends. I think it's right now that we need the expertise of you, Lee, and you, Andre, of all this to lead this mission, lead charge.
Oh, great. I'm leading the mission. Yeah. Yeah, I think that handling them would probably be the best option. Because I think if we went after the Leviathan Hunter, we probably would die. So,
yeah,
a lot of sense.
Does make a lot of sense.
Looks at 𝔗𝔢 like.
Drink this, and he'll hand you a lemon drop cocktail. The vitamins inside might help.
Can I just get a whole lemon, please?
Just a
Do we have full lemons?
Just like,
Looks around.
Just and chugs it.
There should be in a sack over there of uncut lemons.
Hold on. If you didn't know we had actual lemons, what is in this?
The lemon vodka, the lemon liqueur, the sugar, the lemon extract.
Okay.
It's got the vitamins, you know? The vodka kills stuff.
Vitamin V, all right.
And as like he's pointing, I think you'd notice especially like bright blue energy inside, like right under his skin. All the constellations look like they're moving a little bit. The patterns don't change, but right under sparks a bit. As he's pointing around, it's like, and that one's more lemon. I like that one because it's sour.
What's going on with you?
I woke up this morning and I felt rejuvenated. It feels nice.
Andre moves to touch the arm.
Yeah, I think he's always warm, but it would just be like you feel like energy pulsing inside, like generating heat that he's never had before.
Okay.
Is it
so? We need to move into planning the scope,
Sorry.
perhaps.
Oh, yeah. We can. You want me to do the planning? I don't.
There are always a few options that you have. Assault would be one. Deception is another. Now, the house of the Dimmer Sisters is open only to Dimmer Sisters. If you choose deception, you're going to need absolutely absurd roles for that to work. There's stealth. There's an occult approach, which would mean you summon spirits to allow you access. There are spirit maps and so on. There are spirit doors that a whisper can traverse. There are a lot of things. Social is, again, negotiation. You can't really negotiate with the Dimmer Sisters. They hate you and they're not letting anybody in. So if you want to negotiate with somebody else, potentially, but it would be hard.
Hey, Wilma. From your research on the Dimmer Sisters, do we know if they actually help people or who they help?
I feel like they just help each other. The sisters themselves. Is there any other information I can do? I have to roll for that I found on my
Yeah,
gathering?
we can say you can say that's a gather information roll. Yeah.
Okay.
And you can use your special ability on that if you want to.
Yeah. Let's use that special ability, that mastermind. I was like, what's my special armor? What's that?
Let me actually check. Somewhere on your character sheet there should be special armor that you can mark off. Oh yeah, so if you open the so next to your portrait there are the like blood drops, and you can mark special there.
You said next to the blood drops? Oh, gotcha.
Yeah.
And so I hit. Oh wait, yeah, special and armor. Just.
No, it's just no. There's regular armor and special armor. It's just
okay.
only yeah. Essentially, these things are, if you have them, you can mark them. That's it. Yeah.
And that's all I need to do. Do I need to hit anything else?
No, now you just roll. You gather information however you want. I'll say, like I said, your academic contacts are kind of off limit. But if you say, like, you foresaw that Andre would have this question, we can have a flashback for a stress, and you can still roll consort with them. Or you can consort with somebody else. Up to you.
I feel like, well, my part did like a flashback consort with Andre. Maybe tell Andre, like, can you speak to a ghost that probably was a ghost that was at Dimmer Sister house that probably will give us some more information about the Dimmer Sisters?
I don't see why not.
Was that excellent? And I feel like that will how that will work.
Yeah, this probably came from a conversation we had a while ago about, I can't stand
the
those
early
Dimmer
beef.
Sisters.
Okay, yeah.
The earlier beef of the Dimmer Sisters.
Yeah.
That is more attuned then, I think.
No, go back to consort. That was really nice. That was really nice. I selected the consort.
Can you consort with a ghost? Yeah, okay.
Why not? That's a friend. We're socializing. We're friends with ghosts. They stay in my business.
Here's what I say. There's somebody that you knew that had business with the Dimmer Sisters who died.
Yeah.
And you consorted with them in the past, and Andre is summoning them now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Then I can say, okay, you just consort.
Yeah. I like
All right.
that.
Who is it? And roll consort then.
I was like, yeah, this is like Johnny. Johnny was a long time regular at the Luminous, and then but also I think talked to the Dimmer Sisters before, but once he went to the Dimmer Sisters, it like suddenly just disappeared and then just came back to the Luminous as a ghost, and that was I don't know what happened there. It's hard for him to talk about it in this.
Yeah, you just had to exercise Johnny in the past.
How many
Johnny gotta go.
Do I just do how many dots on the number of dice?
You can push yourself with your special armor. That means you get an extra effect or extra die.
Okay.
But other than that, it's a consort roll. You can just add effect.
Okay,
or
so I
die.
don't have to hit the gather information dice. This is just consort, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, I'm sure there's a yeah.
Yeah, there's a gather information dice, but I didn't know
Okay.
how that worked. I didn't see the effect and stuff.
Okay, well, yeah, I don't know how that works either. Just roll consort.
Okay, that's fine. So I add extra die for
Yeah.
mastermind, correct? Yeah, and then is this controlled? I feel it's controlled environment. I trust Andre.
No.
No?
Oh no.
Oh, it's risky.
Aw.
You said the dimmer sisters kind of killed him,
Listen.
probably.
And
Oh,
probably
I
killed
mean,
him.
It's
we're just-
risky.
Well, we was having a conversation
It's
with
risky.
the ghost. Kind of
It's
crazy.
risky.
All
I
right.
ain't doing nothing crazy.
You exercised him. It's risky.
He's fine.
He's
He's
still
a
fine.
friend.
It's risky, but I can say that it's great effect though.
Okay, cool. Thank you. I don't ask for much, but it's just
'Cause
one die modifier, right?
You can push yourself for whatever you want, dice or effect. But since you already get the maximum effect, then yeah, probably extra die.
Yeah.
Holy shit. All right.
That's 3, y'all. That is 3.
It has
Yeah.
increased effect. He told us everything about them.
Yeah, I was like, I know everything. I
Yeah.
studied at the academy. I'm already there. I'm already in the thesis.
What are you trying
I'm
to
a
get
nun.
from? Yeah, what exactly do you want to get from
Hell, he got the answers we
from
need.
Johnny? I'm gonna, this is such a. You get a crit. We'll get multiple narrations of this. What are you trying to get from Johnny here? What's
Yeah.
the question you ask?
Ooh, that's so much.
Yeah.
So I think Johnny is like, how do we get in? Is a big question. Like, do we need to like disguise ourselves as nuns to get in?
Well,
That'd be crazy.
well, you're so beautiful and so alive, and
Johnny, I miss you. I miss you a lot.
thank you, Velma. I
I'm
miss
so sorry.
life, and I miss you. And
You can still hang
what did you
around
say
here.
to me?
Like, just like try to like touch his hand. I know it goes right through, but so she just hovers over it, so it feels like it's almost
Yeah.
like holding hands.
You
It's
are
like
feeling very cold, where you just pass
Mhm.
through.
Goosebumps just rising again.
Yeah.
She's like, "Oh God, ghosts in her head."
Try to get in. You said.
Yeah, like, do we need to like sneak in? Do I have to disguise myself as a nun? Like,
No.
Okay.
They know each other. They know each other. They look at each other. They don't even know. No.
Okay. How do we get in? It's like there like a back door window.
Oh, it's not. You get you. It's not getting in. That's the problem. It's what's inside.
What's inside?
You don't get out. That's it. Look, when I went in there, I thought they would help me. I felt, possessed. Now I'm the ghost. Citra would have liked that as a joke, I think. Anyway,
Yeah, Central would have liked that.
um,
Central's in the room.
yeah.
I wasn't sure if I was there or not.
Central's just like, I like
Johnny
that.
has eyes only for Velma and possibly also Andre because Andre summoned them. But
Yeah.
But they wouldn't. They demanded too much. I couldn't pay. I drank too much of my money away. But hey, I went in. I snuck in. It's easy. It's easy to get in, but it's so cold in there. So cold, and you don't know where any of the ways lead, and then you deeper and deeper, and they are all around you.
Like, don't you worry, Johnny. So we just want to make this a get in, get out mission. We will figure this out. Is there a way that if I give you, like, she'll pull out like a blank blueprint sheet And she'd be like, "Is there a way that he could like arcane magic, ghost magic, to put like a blueprint of the place on this magically that we only could like put in the light to see, make it magical or something?"
The first floor, maybe, yes. The entrance hall, the examination room, the atrium, yes.
Okay.
Don't go down, don't go down.
Don't go down.
You don't know what's in there, don't go down.
Okay. Do you know where they source the ghost at in there? To get the
So it's
ectoplasm?
not in there, no. This is just storage.
Her storage is in the basement. So, but where did they harvest the ghosts and all that jazz?
Everywhere. They know where you are. They know where you are. They know it. They know where I am right now. I know it. I know they do. Which, Citra, by the way, that's not necessarily a lie.
Mm-hmm.
Like, he hasn't lied, but you're not sure that he's the most, coherent witness or anything.
You're not sure how much we can trust him, but he certainly believes they can know he's right here, right now, just for everyone to be aware of.
Okay. Anybody else got anything they want to ask? 'Cause I don't want this to be the longer that he's here that they will track us down.
You want a ghost drink? Will that help you feel better about this whole situation?
It'll make me feel better.
No.
Don't you miss having a drink here at the
I
Luminous?
can't drink, I can't.
But you can.
But you haven't tried this one yet.
But you can.
He tries and he can't.
Oh, you did such a good job.
So proud of
I feel
you.
nothing. I didn't feel your hand. I didn't feel your booze. There's nothing left.
Ghost can't feel booze.
Johnny disappears.
No, oh, Johnny.
Okay,
such a
but
good
what's
man.
your
All right.
what's the plan to go in?
All right, guys. I got the first floor, and it's like a blank blueprint that everybody else can see.
I mean, you can, yeah.
I was like, hold on 1 minute. Puts it towards the
Yeah.
candle right there, first floor. My bad, everyone.
Oh, okay.
There we go.
All right.
Yeah, so there's an entrance, kind of room, hallway. And then there are study rooms and examination rooms and so on going off from it. Also a small library, and a gathering hall or atrium. And then there's, downstairs, where Johnny just told you that you're not supposed to go there because he's a bit afraid.
I feel like this isn't one we're necessarily talking our way in or out of, so maybe we sneak or try and maybe occultly get ourselves in, whatever the ghost field allows.
Mm-hmm. My question is how showy are we trying to be?
As much as we need to be.
I think there's a little bit more to your little warmth now, Citra. I think that could be very showy.
So some things you know where the house is. You can sneak in. There's also an item that whispers have, which is a ghost key, and and Johnny's gone now. But the blueprint he gives you also shows a ghost door.
Have a ghost door?
Yeah, there is an echo of the city that was. Possibly even before the cataclysm.
We can go in this way. typically these doors don't open by mundane means, but I think I could get this one open.
Now that means you would partially navigate the ghost field to go in.
That's fine. Ain't the first time.
And yeah, you don't know exactly where in the Dimmer Sisters' house that would lead. But it's a way in, and it's an occult way in. You can sneak in, as mentioned. You can also just assault the place. I would not necessarily recommend assaulting the headquarters of a rival gang right now, but it's there.
I'd be down for a trip through the ghost fields. It sounds fun.
Okay, show of hands then. Ghost field? Not ghost field.
Lee.
No, like, Lee doesn't want to. I get it. I get it. The ghost is scary.
What would you suggest, Lee?
I don't want to be a part of this. Very cut and dry and simple. I think you already know my
Unfortunately-
disposition towards whatever it is
We are cutting to whatever it is they are doing. Lee grumblingly coming along.
Thank you, Lee.
You are...
You only thank me if I do something that you want,
Yes.
which is inconveniencing me. So no, you don't need to thank me because I'm agitated.
You're getting paid very well.
Give him a stipend and benefits.
Yeah, medical benefits.
Yeah. 401k, 2 cents.
Can I get a fortune roll from Citrell?
Fortune.
Yeah. One
die.
die.
Yeah.
Yep. Let's see.
You got this.
All right.
No,
What is bad? You have poor or little.
who let Central do this?
Yeah, I
All
think
right.
Wiz is enjoying the fact they've never rolled above a 2 on a fortune.
This is violence.
Yeah.
This was kind of just related to your earlier role to examine your building.
Oh.
You are standing in front of a collapsed wall. If you didn't know that you're looking for a door, you might not even realize that it's a single wall or was part of the same building. It's more like pile of rubble there, and then right behind it is where a brewery has been built. The smell is quite bad, honestly. But nobody else is near here, so you are unobserved, which is good. For you, anyway. Andre, with the knowledge you have and the ghost key that you brought with you,
Mm-hmm.
you can just trace an ancient archway as you see it, and only Andre sees this. It looks almost luxurious. It looks regal. It looks like it belonged to a palace or a grand temple. But now, what the others see is just Andre extending their hand and making a little turning motion. You see the faint outline of a key. And then, I'm going to need an engagement roll.
From me?
I guess you can roll, yeah, makes the
Or
most
from
sense,
Lee.
probably.
Well, one of y'all.
Yeah, anybody
Leading
can roll.
charge.
I'm not
So-
rolling unless I have to.
Yeah, I'm not
Okay.
rolling. I rolled the last engagement
So,
roll.
I got you.
base fortune roll is a die. You get major advantages if your operation is particularly bold or daring. Yeah, it is.
Yeah, it's very bold.
Yeah,
Very
it is,
daring.
yeah.
Very demure.
if your plan, you also get a major advantage if your plan's detail exposes a vulnerability of the target.
This would.
It would, yeah, because this is something. I mean, the house is secure of the Dimmer sisters, but this is the house that was, perhaps, or it's
Right.
like the Dimmer sisters are dealing with the ghost field, but they don't really expect that angle.
Yeah. The way they get the ghost field is like very front on, and this is opening like a back door where things can mess up them. So
Yeah. The rest, friends or contacts, provide aid or insight.
Johnny gave us some aid, right?
That was kind of your detail of approaching,
Johnny.
and I already gave you a lot of extra detail. I mean,
It was a critical success. That was it extra?
It was
That
three
was
sixes.
three.
not
That was
just
That
three
was three
sixes.
success. So it's
yeah, add a die.
Yeah.
All right.
The target is emphatically not lower tier than you. In fact, it's higher tier, so you subtract a die.
Oh.
And the target is not strong about your approach, but they do have particular defenses against what you're doing. So you add 3 dice and subtract 2, giving you in the end 2 dice to roll
Okay.
on the
All
engagement
right.
roll. We're going to get into what I just
I'm terrified, but excuse me. This worked last time.
I mean,
Please.
you get 2 dice. It's fine. See? You start in a risky position. As you walk through, I mean, what Andre sees is a dark hallway opening up. What the rest of you see is just kind of nothing. Like actually nothingness. But then you step through and you are on a crumbling bridge in what seems to be a void. You walk along it. There's nothing there. It is essentially, if you ever walked along one of the bigger bridges in the city on a starless night with the black water beneath you and the sky above you, it's very much like that. Except the air here is very thin. It feels very cold.
Is it the same cold?
Yes.
I
It's
felt?
exactly that, yes.
Hey.
It's
Okay,
ghost field cold.
just had to make sure.
Yeah.
Well, I'm making sure if it's angel field cold.
I mean, for you as a whisper, giving you this for free, you get the angels are probably coming from the ghost field.
I know that. All right. So as we
you're
get
walking
closer,
along.
mhm.
Some parts of the bridge are collapsed, but suspended in midair. It looks like a marble bridge. And it's leading you somewhere. You assume, considering Johnny's information, that it's leading you to the Dimmer sisters' house, but you just see in a bit of distance. And now everybody sees that another archway, another ancient gate. How do you do you just walk towards it? Do you do anything else?
As we get closer, I think Andre he's grabbing onto his necklace and just like slowly walking towards it. Um, before he opens it, can I study it to like, or would attuning to it like to figure out, is this actually where we need to go, or is the ghost field sending us somewhere completely else?
I mean, you would have to explain to me how you attune to that, but sure. Yeah,
So
you can roll, yeah.
so the way I'm looking
I
at it,
mean,
like
no, you
if you
actually
are
no. You don't need to roll.
okay,
You
because I was about to
sense
say I'm
that
like,
this is the way back out. You have no idea where it goes.
gotcha. Okay. The way I was thinking about it was like if we're in the material world, we can attune and look into the ghost field. If we're in the ghost field, we can attune and see the material
Ah,
world.
okay. Well, there's a door in front of you, so.
Yeah.
But
Well, I at
yeah,
least know where
sure.
this door is taking us.
Okay, yeah. If you
That's
look
all.
into the, um, I mean, the mapping isn't always like one-to-one exact,
Right.
but if you look into the material world now, you seem to be underwater. Um,
Nope.
I mean,
Wrong
this one
way.
has been flooded a few times. But if that means you're following a canal somewhere, you think that might mean you are going towards like the kind of between Night Market and Six Towers, the like, ghostly district, and just before the last bridge there is the Dimmer Sisters' house. So you feel like, okay, you're getting there.
Okay. Yeah. So as long as this feels like the right thing, I'm gonna keep going through.
Mm-hmm. Are you opening the door then?
The answer is yes.
Yeah.
The answer is yes. However, everything I know about being a player is telling me don't touch the door.
I mean, the door is the way forward here.
Yeah, it's the only way forward.
The door is also the way to the first obstacle of the score, which is why we have this whole scene.
It's great. It's fine.
Yeah. You know, just mechanically speaking, as a DM,
Yeah.
I'm supposed to just enter you right in front of the first obstacle. The first obstacle is you open the door. Behind it, you see vials, dried herbs, a table that looks ancient. It's a wooden table, so it's not like thousands of years, but old. Essentially something that you would see in, well, a physician's place or something like that, except, well, there are no operating supplies. There are just these herbs, old books, everything arranged. What you also see is, looking at you, well, you think it's looking at you, but it's more forming right now. A cloud, a swirling cold cloud that, as you open the door, forms a body of what was once a human. It gets colder and colder around you. You see your breath before you. And what forms is the image of a regal older man, not a woman, which you would maybe have expected in the Dimmer Sisters' house, dressed like one of the ancients pre-cataclysm. Very old, clothing, more like, for us, would be like a medieval merchant, essentially. Not quite a noble, but well off. Looks at you without doing anything else, grabs your hand, and drags you through the archway. And that's where we go on break.